Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss developing a catastrophic incident plan for athletics. A catastrophic incident can be defined as a sudden death or permanent disability of a student athlete, coach, or staff member under any circumstances, athletic or non-athletic. The NCAA furthermore defines a catastrophic incident as the sudden death of a student athlete, coach, or staff member from any cause or disabling and/or quality of life altering injury. There are various different types of catastrophic incidents. The first includes catastrophic sudden deaths. These can be defined as a sudden death of a student athlete, coach, or staff member that may include death during competition, practice, or conditioning, death during travel, non-athletic accidents such as falling at home or a motor vehicle accident, unknown medical anomalies such as a heart attack or a stroke, victim of a crime such as homicide, or suicide of a student athlete, coach, or staff member. Catastrophic injuries may include any injuries that cause disability or quality of life changes. These may include spinal cord injuries resulting in partial or complete paralysis, loss of a paired organ, severe head injury, injuries resulting in severely diminished mental capacity or other neurological injury that results in inability to perform daily functions such as a coma, or irrecoverable loss of speech, hearing, sight, one or both arms, and one or both legs. Catastrophic events are also types of catastrophic incidents. These events may include major catastrophic events during athletics, such as the Boston Marathon bombing, major catastrophic events in society in general, for example 9/11, suicide attempts of an athlete, which may not necessarily result in death, but may seriously affect the life of the athlete, his or her teammates, and others, as well as major catastrophic events during athletics travel. For example, we are reminded of two specific events, one more recently and one in history, that have occurred during athletics travel. The first, many of us are aware of, occurred at Marshall University in West Virginia, in which nearly the entire football team and coaching staff, including athletic trainer and athletics directors, were killed in a catastrophic plane crash on their way back from a football game. More recently, and closer to home, there was a catastrophic bus crash that occurred with Seton Hill University women's lacrosse team, in which the lacrosse coach, who was pregnant, was killed in the accident, along with many other athletes who were seriously injured in this incident. Numerous other catastrophic incidents have occurred in and around athletics at the high school, collegiate, and professional levels. Here are just some examples that you can read about. However, more recent and specific detailed research has been conducted on catastrophic incidents in sports through the National Center for Catastrophic Sport Injury Research. You will learn more about this organization later in this module. The profession of athletic training is unique in many ways, one being one of our main athletic training domains, prevention. As athletic trainers, we prevent injuries and illnesses, but we also have to remember that we can't necessarily prevent everything. However, if you consider the National Athletic Training Month 2015 slogan, "We prepare, you perform," we know that as athletic trainers, it is best to be prepared for almost anything that may be expected in athletics. So the question is, are we really prepared as athletic trainers? Are you? You may or may not feel that you are currently prepared to handle catastrophic incidents in an athlete or one of your patients. one of the best things that you can do to prepare for this as an athletic trainer is to develop a specific catastrophic incident plan for athletics at your institution, whether it be high school, collegiate, or professional settings. There are various steps that can be implemented in order to develop a catastrophic incident plan. The first step is to form a development committee. This committee should absolutely be made up of the athletic director, the head athletic trainer and/or other athletic trainers at the institution, and the team physician. Step 2 is to identify personnel for additional consultation and help with developing this catastrophic incident plan. These personnel can include, but are not limited to, counseling services or the school counselor, the vice president for student affairs, or at the high school level, the principal, and the university or college campus police or the local police. These personnel will make up the catastrophic management team. Other personnel that can be involved in the catastrophic incident plan would include risk management officers, a crisis management team. There may already be a crisis management team identified, especially at the university or college setting, for a catastrophic event plan in general for the university. This is usually a good place to start. Other personnel may include university legal counsel, director of risk management or risk and insurance manager, the director of athletic communications, also known as the SID, sports information director, coaches, and how about a sports psychologist? We'll come back to this. Step 3 in developing a catastrophic incident plan is again to identify whether or not your institution has a current catastrophic plan in general for your institution. Is there one? Most college and universities will have one. It's just a matter of finding it. High schools may as well. However, usually these catastrophic incident plans are very vague and involve some type of emergency action plan and vague follow-up guidelines. These catastrophic plans may not be all-encompassing for athletics. It may not take into consideration that there is a team, coaches, and support staff that may also be affected by a catastrophic incident. Therefore, the suggestion has been made that you should build upon the current institution's catastrophic incident plan. At least to begin, identify the current personnel involved in those plans and go from there. Step 4 in developing a catastrophic incident plan includes identifying the specific components of the plan. What will be included? Here are some examples of specific components that may be identified. Defining catastrophic incidents, the immediate action plan, which is specifically different from your emergency action plan, the chain of command and phone list, catastrophic management team role delineation, notification of family and team procedures, away contest considerations, arranging support services, and documentation forms. In Part 2 of this lecture series, we will go into detail regarding these specific components of a catastrophic incident plan. Move on to Part 2 now.